Aquarius sun, moon in Cancer, and then Taurus rising. Alright, so you actually have the moon in its like native sign. So like whenever you have the moon in its own sign, or any planet in their own sign, it's gonna actually perform very well, just for the simple fact that it's comfortable with that energy, just because that's the same energy that makes up the whole entire zodiac sign. So like whenever you have the sun in Cancer, this is a person that is like much more obvious at the fact that they are paying attention to their surroundings, much so than a moon in Cancer. So like you got to go watch all my previous videos on Cancer, like, to understand this energy even deeper, because I already done spoke on it a lot. But like I said, never in the moon sign. But Cancer has like a strong ass radar, just for the simple fact that it's a water sign. Water signs are the most connected to the spiritual realm out of all the four elements that we have: water, fire, earth, and air. Fire and water, they're polar opposites to each other, so they have a lot of similarities with their connection to the spiritual realm. But the moon is like, it's a discrete ass planet, and the moon comes out when the sky is super black. So you gotta think about it. It has this shade, it has this covering, it has this veil that it hides itself with. And that's the shell of the crab, because you got to understand that Cancer is represented by the mascot, the crab, and the crab has that hard outer shell. Water signs, they kind of lack boundaries in a way, so that's why it makes up for the boundaries with its shell, because it has to protect its energy. You got to understand that water can absorb other energies very easily. So it's like with water signs, we can fit anything that you put us into. So like with a water sign, it can fit any cup, it can fit any crack. Like water is completely adaptable. Water has so many different shapes that it can form and adjust itself to. So with that being said, that means you have a lot of different mental frames that you can adjust yourself to. You can always understand people, just for the simple fact that you've literally been every form, and water takes on any shape and form. That's why it's most connected to the spiritual realm. And with water signs, we have a very deep intuition. Your intuition is your ability to perceive things like with your sixth sense, or what they call ESP, extrasensory perception. So that's pretty much like your ability to perceive or to acknowledge the electromagnetic field, or the electromagnetic spectrum, in which we all have. So because Cancer likes to be low-key, it doesn't really like the sun, because the sun is not a low-key planet. Everything on the sun gets put on display. So so Cancer actually performs much better in the moon, just for the simple fact that the moon is already low-key. Water signs like to be low-key because it's a dark energy. You got to understand that water puts out light, so therefore it's already darkness. But like I was saying with the boundaries thing, so we really have to keep a lot of boundaries with people, because like with water can get tainted. Like it could absorb other colors and energies.